As long as I stand, Babylon lives.
All flames die. Ira, even yours.
Why fight? The dark always wins.
You are nothing. I am fire incarnate. I built worlds. Now I crush them. Run or rot. Makes no difference.
The storm was never gone, only waiting.
I am the end. You cannot stop me.
The royal palace of the Persian Empire was a labyrinth of marble and gold, a testament to Cyrus the Great's conquests. Its halls stretched high, adorned with carvings of his victories. But tonight the grandeur felt hollow. The air was thick with the weight of failure. Three times he had marched against the city. 3 times he had been repelled. The image of Ira, standing atop the battlements, sword raised in defiance, burned in his mind. Each failure gnawed at him, shaking the foundation of the legend he had built.
Cyrus, the weight of defeat sits heavy on your shoulders.
What do you want, Ninmagos? I have no patience for riddles tonight.
I bring no riddles, only solutions. Babylon still stands, yes, but it need not endure. Victory is within your grasp.
And what would you suggest? Another failed siege? Another broken army?
No, we must think beyond conventional war. We must strike at the heart of Babylon's strength.
And what is that?
IRA. He is formidable, yes, but not invincible. He has weaknesses, ones we can exploit. But first, we must lure him out, away from the walls. Away from the city that protects him.
And how do you propose we do that?
By offering him something he cannot ignore, his people.
You mean to use him as bait?
Precisely, Babylon is more than a city to IRA. It is his home. His sanctuary. He will not stand idly by while his people suffer.
And Babylon itself. What happens when Ira is gone?
Then the city falls, its wealth, its treasures, all yours. And the people, they will serve a higher purpose.
And how do you intend to accomplish this?
The beasts of the wild will be our allies, creatures of nightmare born from darkness. With my magic, they will burrow beneath the walls, unseen, unstoppable. Fear will grip the city long before your army strikes.
And you believe this will be enough to bring Babylon to its knees?
More than enough. While your armies press from without, chaos will consume them from within. This time, Cyrus, Babylon will not stand.
Very well, Ninmagus. We will proceed with your plan. But if you fail...
I do not fail, my king.
As the night deepened, Cyrus sat alone, the weight of his conversation with Ninmagus pressing down on him like a suffocating shroud. He had agreed to her plan, committed himself to a path that defied everything he had once believed. Dark magic, summoning beasts. These were not the weapons of a warrior. They were the tools of sorcery, of shadows and nightmares. Cyrus clenched his fists. He was a ruler, a conqueror. He could not afford to waver. Babylon had to fall. There was no other option. But the seed of doubt had been planted, and no matter how hard he tried, he could not uproot it. The night sky stretched endless and dark, woven with the faintest glimmers of starlight. A cold wind howled through the trees, carrying the scent of ancient magic and the promise of blood. At the edge of a vast forest, deep within the Persian Empire, the air crackled with power, an energy not felt for centuries, a force belonging to legend and nightmare. Then, from the shadows they emerged, beasts of legend, creatures of nightmare, drawn to her call by an irresistible force. They moved like phantoms, their eyes burning with an unnatural glow. Lions with manes of fire, tigers whose stripes danced in the darkness, leopards melting seamlessly into shadow, bears with crushing jaws, rhinoceroses with spear-like horns, elephants with tusks gleaming in the moonlight, gorillas with muscles rippling beneath their thick fur, their eyes sharp with cruel intelligence.
You have answered my call. You have come to serve. Tonight, we march on Babylon. Tonight, the city of kings will fall, and you shall feast upon its people. You will revel in its destruction. Go now, wait at the forest's edge. When the time comes, you will strike without mercy, without hesitation. Babylon will crumble, and its people will be yours.
Ninmagus watched them go, dark satisfaction gleaming in her eyes. The city that had cast her aside was now at her mercy. But this was only the beginning. There were others she would summon, beings even more terrible than these. The mountains rose like jagged teeth against the sky, their peaks shrouded in mist and shadow. The air was colder here, the wind howling through the narrow passes like the wails of the damned. This was a place of darkness, of death, where few dared to tread. But Ninmagus was not afraid. She had come with purpose, and she would not leave until it was fulfilled. The ground trembled. The air thickened with power. The symbols on the pillars glowed with an eerie, pulsating light, resisting her magic. But Ninmagus was relentless. Her voice rose to a crescendo, pressing against the ancient seal until, with a deafening crack, the stone shattered. The pillars crumbled to dust, and the entrance to the lair yawned open before her. The tunnels twisted and turned, their slick walls glowing with patches of eerie fungi. The air was damp, heavy with the scent of rot, and the distant sound of dripping water echoed like the ticking of an unseen clock. Namtarsir was massive, his body covered in thick, scaly hide that gleamed in the dim light. Twisted horns crowned his head, their surfaces etched with the markings of the old gods. His eyes, burning red like embers, locked onto Nin Magus with ancient, seething hatred.
You dare enter my lair, sorceress. You dare disturb our slumber. Speak, before I tear you apart and feast on your bones.
I seek an alliance, Namtarsir, an alliance that will bring down the walls of Babylon and deliver the city into your hands.
Babylon. What do I care for Babylon? It is a city of men, of weakness.
Perhaps, but within its walls lie the souls of those who worship the gods who imprison your kind. Souls rich with divine essence, power that could be yours.
You think to bribe me, sorceress? With gold? With souls?
Not just any souls, the souls of Marduk's followers. Their divine essence will strengthen you, their fear will feed you, and the gods? They will not interfere, they have their own battles to fight.
And what do you gain from this, sorceress? Why do you seek the destruction of Babylon?
Babylon cast me out. It is a city that betrayed me. I seek its fall as you seek your vengeance.
And if you deceive me, if you take the power for yourself,
Then you may feast upon my flesh as you threatened. But we both know I do not make empty promises.
very well, sorceress. We will march on Babylon. But hear me, if you betray me, I will devour you myself.
Then we are in agreement.
With the pact sealed, Nin Magus left the cavern, her footsteps echoing through the tunnels as she ascended toward the surface. Behind her, the earth rumbled, the air thickening with the dark energy of the awakening monsters.